And just like that, magically, things transpire like they're supposed to, and everything works like clockwork. That's how it's supposed to be. Josh Maddox passed his board certification for a pharmacy. That's no fucking joke, man. That's a tough one. Hey, the rest of you guys, shut up. The rest of you need to shut up. He's the only licensed drug dealer in the group now. We need that guy. He can actually give us what we need legally. Don't be mad at Josh, man. That took a lot. He did that for the rest of us. For Christ's sake. All right, I'm scrolling around. I'm looking at stuff. Let me see who's here. Elizabeth Rojas says I'm handsome. Doug Van Hoop's checking in, saluting. There we go. Way to go, Josh Maddox. Rowdy Bobby, I'm going to be the first for the $2 whore. Who is the $2 whore tonight in our fancy little dessert cup? Who is that? That's going to be a tough one. Look at that goofy face in there. As soon as I said goofy face, everybody knew. Everybody fucking knew. All right, so let's see. We got that. We got this. Evening, sir. Tomash says, General, checking in. Why was ABC? Why was Mrs. ABC Ashley? Was she in the woodshed? I mean, fucking Trippy just slammed. I saw message after message deleted. Was she going off? Was she getting pissed? Was she getting rowdy? Like, hey, Josh, can you prescribe her something that'll just bring her down a little bit? Or maybe it's Trippy. Maybe Trippy's just fucking going off the reservation. Bring him somebody. Tiffany Mims says that is low torque. She is right. That is low torque. Oh gosh, I'm the $2 whore tonight. Hope I do a good job, everybody. I hope when my face hits in there, it doesn't hurt too bad. I hope I'm a good $2 whore. I've only been the $2 whore once. I studied real hard for the test. Ashley Beth Crawford's pissed. Member for 8 months. Bottom of the Glass Nation. All right, who put me in the woodshed? It was Trippy. It said right on there. Comment deleted by Trippy. That motherfucker, I don't know. Sometimes Trippy goes off the reservation. Josh, you got to help us out now. You're a board certified drug dealer, buddy. We got to get some help in here. Michael Roeder says, hello, all of you outlaws. And Beautiful Disasters checking in with Mrs. ABC. Two Bears talking. Yeah, Two Bear knows. Elizabeth talking back and forth. Miss Marvelous, Miss Miranda. Everybody getting to say hello. Uncle Bobby B, baby, checking in. Remember, for 4 months, bottom of the Glass Nation. Still haven't come to my senses. No, if you're still here after 4 months, Uncle Bobby B, this is on you. You have no one to blame but yourself. Yeah, Trippy screwed up. Bryce Barnes, he thinks he did. I don't know if he did. Disney Mama Sammy Joe says low torque. Yeah, she got that right, but I think Tiffany was first. Two Bear talking to Matt. Lionheart swinging the big blue wrench. Kevin Grimes. Look at everybody's in here. All the usual suspects are here, except Mrs. Fort Watton is still not here. Yeah. Charge your phone for you.
Oh, thank you. I am the usual suspect.
He is the usual suspect. All right.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
I'm not missing in action anymore.
No.
I'm right here.
There he is. That's what he's saying.
Also, the hair is like it's
growing back.
My hair is heavy, so it's flattening out.
Your hair is heavy.
It's thick.
Your brain is fucking thick. Your head is thick. Your hair is not thick.
My brain is thick.
Your brain is thick. Thick
skulled means you're dumb.
Anything else you want to say while you're fucking up my live stream?
Nothing at the moment.
Oh, good. Well, good.
I'd like to sit here and have a front row. Wait, who's this? Who am I blocking?
I don't know.
Do we not have a name for him yet?
We have not named the skeleton in the background. I wasn't sure if anybody noticed it. In fact, you're not supposed to say stuff about that. They are. If you see different things here, chush!
I did. I noticed something else, and I went, shh.
I'm scrolling back up here. Marine veteran in the house, Marty Childs. Thank you very much. Be himself. I can't give Moolah dinero right now, but I can give Gen X love to everyone. Be himself, man. Just hang out. That's all you got to do. We'll go back to Uncle Bobby B and remind him that's 3 months that this is on you. First one was on me. Jay Mayhew for the Whiskey Fund, $10. I'm going to drink in a minute. Whoa, Mrs. Four is in the house? I didn't see that. Michael Roeder, member for 7 months. I'm here to make your day. Well, thank God you're here, Michael Roeder. I can't tell you how boring and peaceful the live streams have been all this time without you and your fucking snide remarks. Thank God you came back. We have something to look forward to now. We got some new subscribers falling in. Those little green guys are the new subscribers. Mrs. Peach's lovely, lovely ass-shaped peaches are in there, and that means that Low Torque, the $2 whore, is having his fill. I'm trying to read back up to see if I missed something. I'm looking for something specific. Pom, 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 pom. Everybody talking back and forth, welcoming each other, getting the thing started, and Disney and Mrs. Four. Now, wait, and Mrs. Four Watton says, oh, there she is. Now, Mrs. Four Watton has not been here for a while. She's not really here right now. This is her spirit guide that has left her body and is representing what she can of Mrs. Four Watton at the moment. And all of you remember why she's not here. I was very clear in my explanation. Over and over again, repeatedly. We'll have to see if she's ready to talk about it. If she's not ready to talk about it, then that's okay. There is a certain amount of decorum, a certain amount of privacy, if you will. Don't ask, don't tell, and don't kiss and tell. It all goes hand in hand. We'll see how she feels about it later. Ringo Satire, here's some ass peaches for Low Torque to munch on. Ringo, how gracious of you. Because Low Torque, I'm sure he's trying to figure out what to do in there. Low Torque has never been surrounded by so many perfectly ass-shaped peaches in his life. This is a great moment for him. It really is. All right. So we said he's here. We ended the dome, and everyone's still praising Josh Maddox for becoming the legal drug dealer that he is. We are all very proud of him. This will be a day that goes down in history. Thank you very much for acknowledging him. Don't forget him. Don't just, hey, good job, man, and then see you later. No. That was a huge thing to reach that goal, to cross that line. Most of us couldn't do it. I certainly couldn't do it. At least I know that much. All right. 37 Hertz is in the house. Mrs. Ford talking to the line. That's good. Kid Brother Joey's kicking around. Krista Rose. Boom, 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 boom. Alan Pitts. Marvelous Miss Miranda. Michelle Glass. There we go. All right. Am I all caught up? Because I had something to say. Professor Dr. Mao, legal drug dealer. Maybe I've been doing this all wrong. Well, Professor, if you're a real professor, you're making the drugs. Now you got somebody to legally sell them for you. I got to tell you, I'm getting tired of sitting here. I really am. Rowdy Bobby, 18, member for 3 months. He's an extra. I'm sitting here. Cody Brown, how are you tonight? I'm doing well. And Z says, what's up? B himself. Is Mrs. Four Watton's peaches like the ones we go to the... my screen jumped. Hold on. B himself. Is Mrs. Four Watton's peaches like the ones we go to the country to get myself some peaches for? Well, yeah, in one sense you could say that, but we've talked a lot about her peaches over the past. I'm just going to have to leave that for you to go look them up. All right, so what else are we missing here? Michael Bice just said, no shit. Michael Bice just enters the room, kicks the door in, no shit. I guess that could go in a lot of directions there. T-Bomb Archives. Hey, General, what do you think of California and most other places around the globe banning new gas-powered cars? Wow. You erased that right as I was reading it? I mean, I'm right in the middle of reading it, and all of a sudden it's gone. It's like, well, fuck that dude in his California comment. T-Bomb Archives. Fuck you, buddy. We don't give a shit what your question is. She erased it as I'm reading it. It's over here between the sheets. Hey, General, what do you think of California and most other places around the globe banning new gas-powered cars by 2030 and 2035? What about how the power grid cannot handle this? It's dumb. In California, they told us buy electric cars, buy electric cars, buy electric cars. And just this last summer, everybody got a notice in the mail: don't charge your car at night. Unplug your car. We don't have enough. If all of you charge your car, then we can't handle it. Don't everybody charge their car at night. You fuckers make up your mind. Do you want us to have, which way do you want us to use electricity? Plus, the whole point of it is they're so fucking dumb. And I mean the whole project is, and I'm not anti-electric car, okay? I'm not saying that is the worst thing that's ever come across here. I hate the way that environmentalists and the Green New Deal push that shit. That's what I hate. Because it's wrong. The way they're going about it is wrong. We're not ready to switch over to electric cars today. If everybody switched over to an electric car today, we'd all be fucked. The planet would be fucked. There's a million reasons why. Legitimately, like real scientists come out and go, no, don't do that right now. We're not ready. We're getting there. We're making progress. This is good, but no. And yet all these fucking people sitting on the side of the road with their signs, green power now, man. Just fuck you and your fossil fuels. They'd hit the button right today. They would. They convert it all over. So What do I think about it? Just it's dumb. It's like, do you guys know that it's like charging 25 to 30 refrigerators? You charge your car, it's like running 25 to 30 refrigerators all night long. That's the equivalent. That is the savings you're getting with this. Yeah. Okay, Elizabeth Rojas General, no hat tonight. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for someone to point out that I didn't have a hat on. And that person gets a prize. That person is going to get something special from Gen X Mom. And it says Elizabeth Rojas, no hat tonight, switching it up. I like it. Thank you for noticing. Nobody even noticed. Everyone's so busy talking to themselves, having a good time, pouring drinks, talking about Josh's little piece of paper he got that he can now be a legal drug dealer. You guys missed the real point of the story. You guys were missing the main event. Yes, I just referred to myself as the main event. Well, duh. I'm the only one here. So, Elizabeth, please make sure that Gen X Mom has an address. She would like to send you something wonderful and personal, as would I, because you noticed something that nobody else even noticed. That's what I'm saying. All right, let me go back through here and see what's going on. World Peace 97, $2. Any thoughts on the kids not being taught cursive? Yeah, I don't know. I like that my kids can't read cursive. So my wife and I can write notes to each other, and they don't know what we're saying. To them, it's a coded foreign language. That part I like. And I tried to get mad about that years ago, but what's the why do you need cursive anymore? You almost don't need pencil and paper anymore, almost. But you see what I'm saying with that. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess there's certain things you should just let go. Maybe that's one of them. Joey, kid brother Joey, we noticed we were distracted by the dead guy behind you. Now, Joey, nice try. You did not notice. Nice try. You didn't know. The host or the speaker is always the main event. Cody Brown got some sense working inside of him there. Passing it along to me. Thank you very much. Boom, boom. Jay Butcher says, here we are. Noel, electric cars will not be the norm in our lifetime. I think you're right on that. I think we're about to hit a brick wall on some of that stuff in a couple areas. It's going to slow things down. Technology will get there one day, but right now it's not the thing. Brian Bird, who are you rooting for in the baseball playoffs? I was rooting for the Dodgers till they got eliminated, so, you know. Okay, I'll get some of these later, you guys. But yeah, so there was so much to talk about, so many things left over. See, Mrs. Ford, she's still commenting. Her injuries were not so bad that she couldn't be here. And that's saying a lot. I mean, personally, I thought, after the event, the encounter that we had, I thought she was going to be a little more flexible than she was. I had no idea this kind of damage was going to be caused. But thank God in Greyhound that things are getting better. That's good stuff. All right. So where was it? We had so much stuff going on in there. Let me jump down to, I got the Book of Lies and I got pictures. I think I'm going to go for a picture first. Okay, let me go back. So earlier today, true story, you know what? Fuck it. I need to drink. I don't want to drink alone. I want to start drinking. Everybody's getting ahead of me. So Hollywood, I see you got a birthday there. Hollywood, happy birthday. And I want to drink. I want to at least have one drink right now with my friends before I die, before the comet hits the planet. If a comet was going to hit the planet, would we all be right here? No. Oh, all right. Okay, all right. Good stuff. Look at everybody. I will not even be able to go back and read all those out loud. Too many. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. What a way to start it off. What a way, my first drink and everybody was fucking Johnny on it like that. I love you guys, man. That's great. There's nothing worse than being at a bar with your friends and you're still drinking alone. Not around here. Not with you guys. Two Bear flipped me off. Did I miss Wiesenoak? Wiesenoak always, there he is. There, I missed it. All right, so here's a story. Gen X Mom plays a game called Heyday, and she's been playing it forever. I mean, like forever and a day. Here we go. He dropped $5. Cheers, General. He wrote me an email. I'm going to say his name right. If I remember what the email said, it was just Dice. I don't think he told me how to pronounce his last name. I think he knew I'd fuck that up no matter what he did. But I believe, if I'm saying it correctly, Dice. Is that right? Dice? I'm trying, man. I read your email. I replied, man. I'm trying to learn here. Old dog, new tricks. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Dice, Nishi here. God, I should have just quit while I was ahead. $5, trim a whole screen teal. Thank you very much for the donation. Goes to the Whiskey Fund. He says, cheers, General. All right. Jennick's mom plays Heyday. She's literally been playing it since she was in the hospital fighting leukemia, so that's got to be 2014-ish, right in there, 2014. So she's been playing it forever, all right? And today, she's, I guess in all these kind of games, they have challenges and they have stuff. And she goes, oh, my gosh, I think there's a glitch. And I said, what do you mean? And she goes, well, there was this countdown. We had to do a certain amount of stuff, and you only had a certain amount of time to do it. And the counter's at 0, but I can keep doing it's recording. I can keep hitting the button and doing this. I said, well, do it. Well, I don't know if I should. It's not playing by the rules. It's not what you're supposed to do. I'm not sure. I don't know what to think about it. I said, fucking hit the button. Well, if I keep hitting the button and it's already at 0 and it's counting it, I'm really going to be at a disadvantage. I'm taking advantage. Other people will be at a disadvantage if I said, how do you know everybody else isn't doing it? She says, what? I said, how do you know everybody else doesn't have the same glitch and they're all hitting the thing like a fucking mad dog and you're the only one sitting here with your thumb up your ass? Man, I only wish I could get her wrist to work that fast under other situations. That's all she did until she put on her wrist brace and fucking was going at it, and she was there for 25 more minutes. Now, I'm not opposed to glitches helping you. Because if you're the only one who gets the glitch, then I can understand that. But I will. This is so funny. This sparked an example, and I went and I found a picture. I found a picture and a story that goes with what she was doing here. We used to go to Disneyland a lot with the kids. I mean, all the time. My wife and I, we grew up down there. We probably went 35 or 40 times before we even got out of high school. So then it was a natural thing to keep going. There was if you guys know the Buzz Lightyear ride, you get on the Buzz Lightyear ride and you sit with someone and you have a little fake gun mounted to the front of your car, and you pull the little string trigger, and it shoots this laser. And if your laser hits the objects, these thousands of objects floating and flying around out there, you get points. I was a fucking serious contender. I mean, I went in there, I was ready to play. I showed up to Disneyland with my game face on. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay. So this is me. I'm the handsome devil in the center. See, I got my 3D glasses on. I've also got my little blue chingaderas ready to go. And I came to play. I could never, ever, ever. At the end, they show you the top scores. I could never do it. I never even got close. I looked at those scores. I'm like, there is no possible way. I was on this ride so many times. I was damn near flawless. And just so you know, the goofy blonde kid leaning in, that's our tree-hugging, pot-smoking. That's him. That's the guy. I love him so much. So anyway, that's me in my game face. I'm ready to go. I'm not joking around. Don't take my picture. It's not autograph day. And you go through the ride. There's no way. There's no way these scores are real. I even asked the guy. I said, there's no way those scores are real. He goes, yeah, they get them like that. And he wouldn't tell me why. Well, one time we were on the ride, and I'm concentrating on the biggest targets, the highest money ones. There's not very many of them. They're rare, and they're way far away. And by the time you dial in your laser, you've already gone past it. Maybe you could hit it one time. And there I was chasing down the most expensive target in the whole goddamn ride. I'm in range. I'm starting to pull the trigger. And the ride stopped. Yeah, buddy. I don't know why the ride stopped. I don't know if it was a malfunction. I don't know if they had to help somebody on and off. I don't know. But I hoard out myself to that fucking thing and just kept plinking at it until that ride started up again. Yes. Yes, sir. There was my glitch. She had a glitch. I had a glitch, only I didn't have to sit there and debate the glitch. All of a sudden, I realized how these high scores had been up there for so many years. I got it now. The ride has stopped at other times, and jerkwaters just like me took advantage of it. So for as far back as I could remember going to Disneyland after that, my name was like in second place for the next like 8 years. I don't know if it's still there now. So glitching, I thought I'd share that with you. Gen X Mom, she has a conscience. She has a soul. She has feelings about others around her. She wants to play fair. She wants to play by the rules. I had to convince her to get going on that other dark path, which she did willingly. And that's not the first time I've convinced her to go down a dark path. No. I've done that on more than one occasion. We've been married a long time. But, and then the other part of the story is to let you know that I instinctively took full advantage of my glitch. Oh, my God. All right, so there was more stuff there. There was more stuff that I want to talk about. William Buchanan, hey, General, I'm a brand new member, and I have been eating and breathing Gen X Talks for the past couple of weeks. You are the most relevant, common sense having badass on these platforms. Thanks for your view. Somebody give that man a cigar. William Buchanan should be president of the entire country. William Buchanan has a great first and second name. William Buchanan is thinking with such clarity, he should form a church, a religion, and we should all become members. Do you know I'm right? Don't look at me like I'm not. That is it. You think what? Do you think I paid him to do that? Do you think that Gen Z Kid is logged on under some fake account and is just saying that to curry favor with the Hefe? Surely not. No. That's an honest man, finished an honest day's work, and has an honest goddamn American opinion. That man is a genuine hero. He's the article. He's a genuine article. He's the guy. He's John Wayne wrapped up in Chuck Norris, presented on a plate of baseball and apple pie. Yeah. Visualize that. It all comes smoothly together, and you can hear the Star-Spangled Banner or Yankee Doodle Dandy playing in the background. Can you not? Yeah, it was served on a napkin that was red, white, and blue. Good stuff around here. Thanks, William. I appreciate the nice words. Appreciate the compliment. But you did say you've been digesting us for a couple of weeks. Right about week 3 or 4 is when things change and you might not be back. Disney Mama Sammy Joe, towards dinner tonight. So glad you liked your gift. Yeah, I didn't get a picture of it for here, but it's on Disney Mama Sammy Joe. She bought me a shirt. I wasn't too sure about the shirt, though, because if you go to Discord, you guys should put up the Discord link. It's just a bunch of chat rooms. But if you go to Discord, her shirt has my name on it, like who it's for, mine, and it has her name on the back. That's like ownership. I mean, I looked at that, and Gen X Mom's like, "Oh, you got a shirt? That's so nice." And I'm like, I don't know. If I wear this, I think she can snap her fingers, and I have to come running. I mean, that's ownership. That's almost like this fool belongs to me. I'm a little worried that if I wear it in Las Vegas when she's there, she's going to clap a leash around my neck and yank the chain, and off I go. That's how I felt. When I looked at the shirt, I thank you. I like it. I'm very appreciative, but it just scared the shit out of me. It was like ownership. I'm like, not that being owned by you would be a terribly terrible, unpredictable situation, but I'm just saying that, in the parlance of our times, I should be careful. Thank you, Sammy Joe, for that. Thank you so much for the shirt. Pictures of it are up on Discord. You got to go look it up. That'll encourage you to get to the Discord server too, will it not? Yeah. All right. So, yeah, where we go? All right. Show of hands. How many? Bring the leash to Vegas. You guys are not going to let that go. Tackle Farms 1999. Turn my whole screen orange. Love it, brother. You crack me up. Being in my 40s. Good times. Well, Tackle Farms, I'm going to drink to you right now. And then do I have a story to tell you? But really, only if you guys heard the podcast. It's a weird gig. It's a really weird gig. Oh, all right. Jay Mayhew flipping me off, drinking some suds and some chasers there. All right, you guys, listen. Show of hands, real quick. How many of you heard the podcast today? It dropped like at 1 o'clock in the morning. How many of you heard the podcast? Because this is important. This is one of those things that is like, not only is it a cool story, not only is it a true story, part 1 was yesterday, part 2 is right now, although I'm going to finish it on the next podcast, but this could be a public service announcement. That's how fucked up this is. This could be a public service announcement, all right? Any show of hands? Nicholas says he didn't hear that shit. All right, you didn't hear it. Thanks for that. It just said hands if you did hear it. Sorry, Nicholas, that was bad instructions. Nicholas Miller, I didn't hear that shit. All right, let's start over. Hands if you did hear the podcast. Shut your fucking mouth and sit there quietly if you didn't hear the podcast. There, Nicholas, does that straighten you out? Now you have your own set of instructions. Good. Glad you're coming along with me. All right. So what was that? Somebody bumped in through there. Dum dum dum. Okay, somebody else talking there. All right, one more came up here. The Ace Jumpman, $10 checking in from the Chesapeake. You know, can't you just ever say you're sitting on a trash can in an alley behind some apartments one time? Do you always have to make me feel like I live an inferior life? Always? Well, go ahead. I'm good at that role anyway. All right. So listen. If I'm talking here, remember, if I'm talking here, I can't read the comments there, and you guys are going to get pissed. Now, Gen X Mom's working between the sheets. She's going to copy and paste some stuff for me over there, but you got to listen. Now, I'm not going to recap the entire podcast. You guys need to listen to it to have the full context. If you didn't listen to it, that's on you, because there's no way you didn't know I was going to do part 2. It just happened today, a few hours ago. All right, so let me give you the premise, and I'm going to try not to drag it on. Yesterday, Gen X Mom took a nap, and when she got up, I was pissed. And I didn't want to talk about it. So mad, I don't want to talk about it. So she left me alone. Then the podcast time comes up, and she brings it up in the podcast. She had no idea what was going on. She knew I was mad. And I even asked her in the podcast, I said, you want me to do it right now? And she goes, yeah, just what's going on? So I told her. Here's the story. Shortened, all right? I was checking my voicemails from the day before. I missed a couple. And a process server was trying to serve me papers and needed a signature, and said if they're coming by tomorrow, and if I didn't accept the papers and do the signature, the papers would be turned over to the court, and the court case would go on without me. And there was a phone number. I called the phone number, and it says, if you've reached our after-hours deal, then please call this number for 24-hour service. So I did. Got a guy on the phone, and I said, I don't know what the fuck this is about. And it's not like I'm accustomed to getting served paperwork all the time. I mean, that was in my youth. Not anymore. And so this guy was a nice guy. He said, listen, don't get upset at me. He goes, I am the mediator. I am the arbitration company. I have nothing to do with you or the other side. I'm just here to facilitate so it doesn't have to go to court if there's something I said, I know what the fuck we're talking about. He goes, okay, so let me have your file number. Give him the file number. He goes, well, there's not much on the screen right here. It's already been pulled for the process server. It's going to court. Let me go pull the file. He goes and pulls the file, comes back, says, okay. He read me my last 4 of my social security number. He read me where I lived in this years ago. And he goes, do you remember a credit card called Household Finance? And I said, no. And he goes, well, you skipped out on a $2,900 credit card. And I went, nah. I fucked over a lot of things in my life, but not that. I don't think I did that. And he's like, well, okay, that's just what it says. And I said, can you give me any more information? He goes, all it says here was it was $2,900. The credit line was opened up in 1998, and it has your name on it, and it has your social, and it has your address. And he read me the address, the right address for where I lived in 1998. And he goes, the account was open and kept open until 2012. And then it went to $4,000 or $5,000 in fees, and now they're tacking on $4,000 in attorney's fees. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? I kind of remembered the name Household Finance. I thought I bought something with that, like it was a credit line or something, but I can't remember. And it's like so fucking long ago. And he goes, I go, why are they coming after me now? He goes, there's a lot of credit card companies out of money. He says, and if they can go in there and persuade you to even pay a portion of it, they're ahead. I go, this is fucking bullshit. So I hung up on him and I hung with him and I called him today and I said, all right, look, let me get this right. The process server's coming by. And if I accept the papers and sign it, all the information's in there, but I still got to go to court. Right. The guy says, as soon as you're engaged in court, you have to talk to them. There's no arbitration. I'm out. He goes, you can't talk to me anymore. I said, but right now I can. He goes, right. I said, it's going to come down to I'm going to demand that they show a signature on a piece of paper. And he goes, well, what do you mean? He's a young kid. I go, well, there was a time, Junior, when you didn't just click on the internet. You didn't click your computer and a credit card showed up in your mail. You actually had to fill shit out and sign it and mail it in. Yeah. I said, so they're going to have a signature, and it's going to come down to me saying, this is not my signature. The credit card company is going to say, this is your signature. And now a judge is going to decide. Now, if he decides against me for whatever reason, I'm fucked. The only thing I can do is demand that they show me all the purchases. And he goes, I don't know if you can make them do that or not. He goes, if you can, yeah, because I told him, I said, if it's a bunch of feminine hygiene products, no fucking way is it mine. But I still might lose. So now I'm thinking, all right, so this dude goes in there and they argue with me. I argue with them. If the judge just says, I believe them, and I said, which he probably will, because he's going to say, if it's been on your credit report off and on for all these time, why didn't you clear it up? It's obviously not fraud. You did this, blah, 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 which I said, I don't think it's on my credit report. I don't remember anything like that being on my credit report. I did notice something like that on my credit report. And I said, now, if you go and try to negotiate and I don't like what they say, can I still go to court? He goes, yeah. I said, fuck, man. So I'm just going down this road. I'm all pissed off about this thing. And I tell the guy, I said, all right, so just go negotiate with him, see how far down from 10 grand they come. Let me think about what I'm thinking about. And he says, well, the whole bill is like $9,800. They don't want to go over the small claims court, which in our county is $10,000. He says, your original debt is now at $4,000. They might waive the fees and get you under $4,000. But, I said, well, just go fucking find out. If I don't like him, I'm going to tell him no. So I hang up. The dude goes and makes a call. He calls me back. He goes, you got two choices. You can pay $186 a month for 2 years or 3 years or something, or they'll accept a one-time settlement. Now, remember, this is an hour and a half on the phone yesterday. I'm a good hour into the phone already today. Now I'm back on the phone with this guy again. I'm pissed off beyond words. I'm trying to sort all this out in my head. And the guy gets on the phone. He goes, well, you can do $186 a month for like 2.5 years or 3 years, whatever it was. Or they'll accept a one-time payment, a lump sum of $1,335. He says, how does that sound? And I said, you motherfucker. On the phone. I said, you motherfucker, you piece of shit. He goes, I'm sorry, sir. What? I go, you almost fucking got me. You fuckers almost got me. If you hadn't come back with such a low fucking number, I might have thought you were legit. There's no fucking way people would pursue me from 1998 on something we're not even sure of. In fact, all the information you read back to me, you could have got from a credit report. They're going to pursue me for 10 grand, take me to court, spend all this time in attorneys, but settle for $1,335? I go, no fucking way. You're full of shit. This is a scam, and you've got your dick so far up your ass you don't even know it. I go, no fucking way. I assure you, sir. I said, fucking send them over. Send the process server right fucking now. I dare you. Send the sheriff along with him. I double dare you. Go ahead and do it. I said, it's all, now things are falling into place. Why would a process server call me before they showed up? They just show up. Why do they need a signature? Now, there is no process server. There is no paperwork. There is no signature. Then nobody ever does it. They throw the papers at you and yell, you've been fucking served. You're out of your fucking mind. And when I called their number, how did I end up calling a process server back and ending up with an arbitrator? And why are you the arbitrator? If there's a dispute, wouldn't I be talking directly to the credit card company? I mean, all these things just all of a sudden fell in. And I said, you know what? If you hadn't dropped that amount down so far, I wouldn't even have thought twice. I'd have probably still gone to court and told you to fuck off. That was my plan. But now I caught you, and you're on the phone. you're a liar. You're a motherfucking liar. And I bet you're not even, what you say is in Texas. I'm not even in Texas. You're full of shit. And I just rattled off all this shit. I was so fucking angry and mad. And my daughter comes around the corner. She's like, what is going on with you? And I mean, I got my phone. I'm banging it on the fucking counter. I'm screaming at him. Veins are coming out of my head. But yeah. So if you heard the whole story on the podcast, and then this will make a ton of sense. And I fucking just lit into this dude. Not that it mattered. He didn't care. He hung up with me and called somebody else. But yeah, I got all the numbers and the information and his name. Not that it's real and all that shit. And what a fucking guys, you know. I was still going to go to court over because I wanted to have my chance to tell everyone they're lying, especially because I thought it was like I was married back then to someone else, and I thought it was her. I thought because she had done that. She had gotten some things and just signed my name to them after we were split up, and then the debts tried to come back on me. But that's been 20 years ago. I haven't to deal with any of that for 18 years. So when this came back, it was reminiscent of that. But it didn't. It didn't seem like that was possible. But maybe it was, and I don't know. Just that's the one thing that came to mind. So I wanted to go into court and go, not my signature, not my charges, Your Honor, and see what we go. Plus, this is a credit card company from somewhere, and I know all the judges here in town, or most of them. We're not golfing buddies, of course, but we know who each other are. Thought maybe I'd have a chance, but when that fucker said $1,300. My fucking heart sank, and then it grew the size of 10 men, and I was just livid. I wanted to reach to that phone and grab that cocksucker and pull him through. But that's, there you go. There's part 2. Now you guys know what happened. I don't know if it counts for anything in your book, but it counted for mine, man. I was fucking angry and pissed off, and I still am. And the more I'm talking about it, you know what? I need to drink. This is, by the way, decanter number 7 that has not been filled by the Sun Valley Fox. He hasn't filled one of them yet. Becoming kind of a degenerate in his own right, but he's a boomer. What do you want? Don't pour myself a drink. Try to calm down a little bit. And now you folks know what I know, which admittedly isn't a whole lot. But yeah, to the fucking assholes in the world that try to run scams and, I don't normally catch him right in the middle of it, but my God, that one fucking just came right through. Okay. Let me go back and see what I missed. What I missed? Cabo's in here. Cabo has been a member. Cabo Santiago, welcome to the Bottom Glass Nation. I thought you were already part of it. Cabo, really? Just now, my friend? Thank you for joining. Cabo Santiago, turn my whole screen green, joined Bottom of the Glass Nation, turn my whole screen orange, dropped in $20. I hope he's paying for that wonderful story, because that's the only thing I've got out of this other than the high blood pressure was his $20. And that was by coincidence. Oh, my God. Yeah, so where are we? I'm trying to read you guys' stuff right now, but I'm kind of seeing red. That's why everyone goes to voicemail. That's where my thing was. It was in voicemail. That's how the whole fucking thing started. All right. So you guys are talking about beautiful disaster and what heritage she is. My story was so interesting. Lion's in there talking about Native American heritage. All right. Matthew W. says, I had a scammer try playing at sheriff once. Tried to tell me I had a warrant in town I have never been, to a state I hadn't been to since I was 6. You can just make it go away. You can just pay and make it go away. Yeah, they hadn't got to that point yet, but it was right there, wasn't it? $1,300 is a far cry from $10,000. But I wasn't sold. Yeah, Tori Randolph. Wow, the Sun Valley Fox. That is conduct unbecoming. Conduct unbecoming. Yeah, well, it was one of his mother's last wishes that she wrote in her will was for him to keep this decanter filled at all times. And I mean, I didn't make the rules. I didn't write the will. I mean, I held her hand while she did it, but I assure you it was all her. She loved me. Yeah, that's why she did that. All right. Whoa, Disney Kid. Big old screen of orange there. Disney Kid, $20. Oh, my God. General, Callie gets those calls all the time. You should hear how she confuses them and gets them to hang up and then calls the number back repeatedly. until they're the ones who blocked the number. Good for her. Give her the number. I'll find the fucking number right now. I know right where it is. Stand by, citizen. It is. Let's see. Here, I even got the motherfucker's extension and name. Yeah. I wrote this shit down like I'm a secretary. You goddamn right I did. All right. This will go to the bottom of your screen, but there you go. I don't know if it came up down there. All right, there you go. That's the number. You can call that motherfucker and shut him down. Hey, what's up?
It's the pink out. Cause like.
Well, show everybody what you're wearing.
Okay, so it's senior night, right?
Senior night.
I don't know how pink you can tell.
It looks pink.
This is white.
Yeah.
This is pink. So
All right.
It's pink out game.
Pink
I'm
out.
looking clean.
You
Also,
know-
I like that the thing's rolled up.
You know that's the shirt I got married in.
Yeah, I know.
That's why you don't.
You got married in a pink shirt. I was trying not to embarrass you by mentioning.
No embarrassment. I can pull that off. You're goddamn right I can wear
Have they seen
pink.
the photos?
No.
Exactly. Exactly.
But you know what? You don't exactly fill that out. So, you got big shoes to fill there.
Hey.
Letting you know. You kind of looking. He says, "Shut up." You kind of looking like Don Johnson from Miami Vice. He does this. He goes, "Is that a good thing?" I don't know. Well, I didn't call you Tubbs. Oh, yeah. He looks a little thin, and the neckband is kind of lame. What neckband? He's wearing a neckband? I didn't even see it. Shows you how much I know. All right, well, he's wearing pink. It's October. You got to save the boobies. That's important. Save the tatas. I'm all for that. It's all over town. When there's a couple dollars to give here and there, I'm giving it. Yeah, I think boobs are important. Very, 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 very important. Save the boobies. I'm in. It's a thing. Trippy Pineapple, pink is classy. Lionheart, it's been posted on Discord. What's been posted on Discord? Oh, the phone number has. Yes, that really, Noel, it is. Legendary shirt. That is the shirt that I got married to Gen X mom in. Yeah. They dared me. They said you couldn't do it. You can't wear a pink shirt. I go, yeah, I can. I'll fucking knock it out of the park. She wore pink, I wore pink, and I fucking look good, baby. I mean, I had this turned all the way up to 9.5, and hearts were breaking all over the place. Let me tell you. Yeah, the church bells didn't stop ringing. No. All right. Whatever. I'm drinking, and I'm talking with stuff, man. You got to just accept it. Oh, my God. Oh, so there we go. All right, so I told you it was really interesting. Now I'm going to have to recap that in more detail when the next live stream comes out. Matthew W., you might want to cover your ass. What? I want to cover your ass and let everyone know you don't condone harassing the guy. Fuck that. I do condone harassing the guy. You're only letting us know the number for our safety. Oh, yeah, it's your safety. Got to skirt that line. I don't know, man. Matthew W., I don't know how old you are, but there's a ton of people my age that go, fuck that, I'll leave a message saying, I'm going to keep calling, motherfucker, and click. Who's the more guilty, the one who gives the message or the one who calls? You're right. It's the one who calls. Tim and Indy, $4.99. Can't drink with you tonight. Bottom of the glass nation. Have to work. But $4.99, Tim and Indy, for the whiskey fund. We all appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much. Who is this? Jaded Chaos. Jaded Chaos number 1. Turned my whole fucking screen red. $100. I keep getting those calls for a David. I started telling the scammers that he has been sent to a nursing home and he isn't allowed to receive phone calls. It's better than the shit that I tell him, let me tell you. Uh-oh, here comes Gen X Mom. Where have you been?
I have a story.
We're 45 minutes into the program. I know you're covering the sheets. I know, but...
Yeah, but I have a story to tell about scammers and stuff.
Okay, this should be
And this
good.
will be funny. This is about my mom who passed away in April. My dad has been gone. He passed away 12 years ago. They would call the phone number and my mom would answer and they'd say, ask for my dad's name. I could say it now. Joseph Thomas. Is
Yeah.
Joseph Thomas there? And my mom would give them the number of the mortuary.
She did not do that.
Yes, she did.
She gave the
I
number.
heard her do it a couple times.
Here's where my husband is.
Yeah,
Go
call
ahead,
him here.
Give him a call. Okay, that's fucking brilliant. I wouldn't have thought of that one. I like that. Oh, Jaded Chaos. Keep calling for David. I think you need to change that right now. Move it up one. Jaded Chaos needs to tell him no longer at the nursing home and give him the number to the local mortuary. Say, there you go. Okay, that's funny. I can picture my mother-in-law doing that too. That's hilarious. Cabo Santiago, turn my big screen yellow here. $10. Thank you for the story, General, and saying hello to everyone who said hello to me and back to everyone else here. I'm so happy back on the bus off the cliff. Well, that's where you belong. I mean, it's a little safer in the bus for a little while. Yeah. Ah. All right, so we got through story time. We had a few stories. I'm barely getting going. We covered Buzz Lightyear, did we not? We covered the scammers back in Texas, who the fuck these idiots are, did we not? Good stuff there. Oh my God. I wonder if that fucker knows who I am when he's watching. Wouldn't that be funny if he was in the room right now? He's in the section just fucking stewing right now that he doesn't know how to handle it. He can't lash out and reply. He can't say shit. I think that'd be funny. All right, I gotta have another drink. I gotta drink another one. Elizabeth got her glass up. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. I'll just drink with you right now, sweetheart. Thank you for that. Okay, so yeah, that's I don't know. We didn't intend for things to go that way tonight, but they kind of did. It moved around the corner in that action. So let me check. Let me check the Book of Lies. I'm sure there was something that came up that I need to relay to you guys. The smoke signals. Yeah, the smoke signals were brought to you tonight by Patreon. A couple of you, the moderators, can put up the Patreon link. And for those of you who don't know what Patreon is, it is a way, it's 99 cents, but it's a way for you guys to get an email every single time we go live. That way you're alerted. YouTube doesn't tell you. Facebook doesn't tell you. Nobody tells you. We tell you. So if you go to Patreon, it's $1. You get all the behind-the-scenes stuff. There's a ton of stuff back there. You can go back and scroll through it all. It's stuff that not everybody gets to see. We don't show it everywhere. It's not on Discord. It's not on Livestream. But it is there. It's all there. You can go check it out. Patreon, GenXTalks.com or whatever. I'm sure I'm whoring myself out incorrectly. There is a few new items up for sale on the store. Yeah, there is. There's a few new things up there. Remember, we threw away all the shit that was bad. If it was plastic and cheap, we didn't even put it out there. If it was shitty looking, we didn't put it out there. Everything we try, we buy a few things and like, oh, this looks good. But you get it in your hands, you're like, fuck, I would not even pay $1 for this. We throw it out, got rid of it. Everything up there right now is goddamn solid. So if you want to take a look, the Gen X mom is taking a long time. She takes her pictures and she puts her stuff together and she gets it out there ready for sale. So if you want to look at them, here's the deal. Now, by the middle of November, we should have the Christmas ornaments up there. There's some little Christmas ornaments come with dates on them. Not buying a lot of those. I'm not going to get stuck with those at the end of December. So I'm going to buy a certain amount of them, and then that's it. Just so you know, when they hit them, that's all. Once they're gone, don't write me and go, can you get a few more? No. We're not doing this. We don't have rotating inventory here. I buy a bunch of shit, and then we sell it. That's it. It's gone. All right. Doom. We talked about the podcast a little bit. Yes, you guys have all been asking me about Las Vegas. Las Vegas is the middle of January. Go look it up. It's on the kids' website, like in 2 places, okay? We're going. It's going to be fun. We're going to be there like 3 or 4 or 5 days total. The bulk of it, there's like a 2.5-day thing in the middle where Gen X Talks is doing some cool shit. It's a meet and greet. It's some drinking. It's having a good time. It should be a lot of fun. And then we come back home, and then we got to go back. There's a couple people going back with us in February. Danielson, who puts on the big stuff here, he's part of the program. Danielson always changes his name. Remember, he's got that big bowling Lakers and Dodgers tournament expose, and then he changes it to, well, I don't know what the next one's going to be. It's going to be the Warren Moon, Eric Dickerson, NFL. I don't know. It's a big thing out there, but we get to go be part of that in February 3rd. And then right after that, it's the end of March, the beginning of April. Gen X Talks is going to be in Reno. And that's where Dr. McDreamy is in Reno. There's a bunch of you that have said, we can't get to Vegas, but we can get to Reno from Oregon to Washington and Idaho. So it's the spring break, the April 1st, 2nd, 3rd, right in that weekend in there. We're going. We're going to be up there. We'll let you know what's going on with the plans to be there. The big one is Vegas. The big one is Vegas. Not to diminish the Reno one, but it won't be as big. There's not as many people coming. But the Reno one, if you can't make the Vegas one, go to the Reno one. We'll be there, and it's going to be around the 1st of April. Gen X Mom's working out some time stamps for that so we can get, like, for sure, let you guys have plenty of notice, and then we'll be there. So working stuff out. Yeah, good news, good things happening. Where's my goddamn list? Come on. Where's my list? Do-do-do-do. Talking about the podcast. Talking about the bank. Did that guy with the fucking guy in the skimmer. Do-do-do-do. All right. Another email I keep getting. I had to make myself a note on this. Last Saturday's show. I know. I felt it too. It was really, really, really good. One of the best ones we've ever done for many reasons. I had to pull the episode, okay? I pulled it down because you guys know what I was talking about. That was a real gold story, and I gave you guys locations and stuff. What I don't want is 5,000 people running out there with metal detectors. No, there was some of you that went right out and bought a metal detector. You went out, you bought a metal detector, you came back home, you unboxed it, you learned how to use it, you ran back in to watch the live stream to get the directions on how to get there again, only it was gone. Whew. Yeah. I just didn't want 5,000 people running out there to that spot and poking around. So I pulled it. Now, there have been people, like some people have said, can I please see it? I'm not going to go out there. Like Low Torque. You could tell Low Torque. I pulled it, and I'm going to put it back up and try to get it to Low Torque. Low Torque could go see that. I mean, Low Torque is like the Rick Moranis character in Ghostbusters. Oh, geez, I'd like to go out there, but it's really hot out there. Even in January, it's like freezing hot. Everything out there, so there's rattlesnakes and stuff out there, and there's no water for 300 miles. My electric car won't make it that far. I don't know if I get that much time off work anyway. My wife said if I go, she's going to divorce me. I could probably tell Low Torque, and nothing would happen. It'd be okay. I mean, the cards are stacked against Low Torque right off the beginning. He won't go. Everything will be all right. He's not going to mess with it. But there's some of you that are holding the metal detector behind their back, crossing their fingers, going, oh, you just need to tell me, General. I won't tell anyone. And I certainly won't go there and disturb what's going on. Your secret is safe with me. Bullshit. So I haven't, but I did try to pull it so I could edit some stuff down. The other thing was I left the fucking camera running, or the stream running for 6 hours. The kid found it and shut it off. So the live stream was 6.5 hours long. I wasn't on all that time, as you might have noticed. But when I went back in there, I went into the editing software inside of YouTube, and I found it, I loaded it, and I was just going to crop the end off, just going to trim the 3 hours off of it to make it the right length. So I go in there, and where was it? Let me find that for you. Oh, yeah. Here's what it says. I'm going to take up the whole screen with this. This is what it said when I tried to use their trimming software so that I could trim down a video that was too big. That's what it's for, right? There's what it said. This is in YouTube. The video can't be trimmed because it is too long. Well, no fucking shit. This is why I'm in the area of the editor that is trimming and cutting. It's too fucking long. I'd like to make it shorter. You can't make it shorter. It's too long. I know. That's why I'm here. I'm here because it's too long. You shouldn't be here. Your video's too long. No fucking shit, dumbasses. Who fucking writes the software to this shit? Why would you put what the fuck is going on? To me, this just seems like common sense. You put the video in there and use the trimming and cutting and editing and shrink it down. No. It's too long. So what do you want me to do? Leave a 6-hour video up there because there's no way to trim it? And all you get is a blank stare from YouTube. Yeah, that sounds good to us. Why don't you just leave the fucking video up there? And that sounds good. About right. Yeah. Fuck that. So I had to download it, which took an hour, and then I had to put it in Adobe and then shrink it, cut the ends off. Now the problem is if I put it back up, you guys will all get a notification that I just put up a brand new video. Bing, 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 bing. So I don't really want to just put it up there and start that again. No. I don't want to cut out the part about the gold story. That was the best part of this live stream. The rest of it's pretty lame, as you might have expected. So now I'm not sure what to do, and I can't send it. I think it's too big a file. I can't just send it to Low Torque, although the motherfucker could drive to my house and knock on the door. Hey, can I have that? But Sun Valley Fox wants it. I'd give it to him. There's some other people that I'd probably trust to not fuck up the environment and not squish any 700-year-old turtle shit that might be out there. But I just got to be careful, and now I'm stuck. I can't even post it and just selectively give it to people because it'll show that it's posted, even if it goes up private. You guys get notifications that say, there's a video that just went up, but you're not invited to watch it. And then everybody emails me, why can't I see it? How come I can't participate? I know. So now I don't know what to do. But I did get it figured out, and it wasn't through with any help from YouTube at all. But so those of you who remember the story, you're welcome. Those of you who weren't there, you missed it. And I'm still trying to decide what to do with it. But yeah, so now you know. There's the other Book of Lies story attached to somebody. And that part's over. Moving on. Boom, 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 boom. What's it? Yeah. You know, I think this is old age with Gen X mom. I do. Because for those of you who are on we had the happy hour show on Wednesday, and we were talking about how she asked me if am I going to drink tonight? I said, I don't know if I'm going to drink tonight, but she said, well, I'll make you some dinner. I said, hey, thanks for making me dinner. And then she rustled around the kitchen for half an hour, and boy, it smelled good. And I could hear the plates clinking and dishes, and I could hear the silverware. And it smelled good. And then she walks in here and hands me hot dogs on a paper plate. No, I don't mind hot dogs on a paper plate. I'll barbecue and picnic with anybody. That's America as far as I'm concerned. I just felt a little slighted because whoever was in there eating was getting some food that deserved to be on a real plate. And I think I was getting served last anyway, and I got hot dogs. I was a little upset by that. I didn't say anything, of course, because I'm a wonderful, charismatic gentleman who would never besmirch his wife in any fashion. However, today, she comes in with the same thing. Hey, you want something to eat before you go on? Yeah, that'd be good. Are you going to drink tonight? I said, no, probably. So I should eat something now. You can get a little food in your stomach like you do, a little pregame. This time she walks up with pieces of chicken. And she lays them down, and now it's on a real plate. Thank you very much. And I looked at her and said, yeah. And she goes, well, I want you to try this. And I said, okay, I'll try it. And she goes, if it's not any good, I'll bring you some dipping sauce. Now, before I even taste it, I want some dipping sauce. I don't care how good or bad it is. I wanted some dipping sauce. But she traps me now. And this is the old age thing that's really starting to just fucking chap my hide. You seriously don't know what chap my hide means? Chapping that you don't? You fucking millennials. Okay, listen. Leave the live stream. Go look it up. When you learn the terminology, come back with the rest of us. I can't stop the live stream to explain every time there's Gen X terminology going on, all right? I get it. You're young, but just go do that. So if I take a bite and say, yes, I'd like some, then she's going to say, oh, so it's no good. So I can't do that. But if I eat it and I really wish there was sauce, I can't say anything. And I got to be careful because chicken can be dry sometimes. And if I'm even chewing it too many times because it's dry, she's watching. Oh, she's fucking watching. Through those glasses like Nurse Ratched, she's watching. So I'm like, all right, we'll just you could leave it here. And she goes, no, you go ahead. I'm like, fuck. I mean, I'm caught. There's nothing I can do. I wanted to call my daughter and go, bring me over some of the sauce. Just bring it over here. Just don't say anything. Nope. Turned into fucking World War III because I said it's a little dry. Can I have some sauce? But I said the flavor was really good. I said the flavor is delicious, but it's a little dry, so the sauce I think would just be just what I... Fail. Go to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. I even thought I had a get out of jail free card from something that happened the other day. I kind of threw that out there. So, I really didn't bust your balls when you did this. And she's like, I can't believe you're bringing that up now. When am I supposed to bring it up? This is leverage. We're married. This is what you do. It's in the handbook when you get married. I'm supposed to write these things down and bring them back up when I need to get out of some trouble that I'm in. This is the most American thing you can do in a marriage. Fuck. Someone didn't read the book. All right. So needless to say, I'm still fucking really hungry. Adam Ridiculous, calm down and just focus on the comments. Adam Ridiculous, calm down and focus on the comments. Well, you know what? If I need a coach, I'll hire one, but it won't be you, Adam. Tiffany Mims, you can upload it as private video with a password required, but it still tells everybody, Tiffany. Boy, the screen's really small there. Mandy, member for 8 months. I'm an extra. Mandy, where have you been? I haven't seen your name scroll through here in forever. You're about to give me a goddamn heart attack. I hate fucks, $2. Any chance we can somehow let Mrs. Forwatton watch it? I hate fucks. I'm working on that. I am. I'm trying to figure that out. I am. Hollywood, thanks, Gen X Dad. You made my birthday. My man. Hey, just speaking of birthdays, the kid's birthday is on Sunday. He's turning 17. I can't kick him out yet. One more year. Going to put a big timer up on the wall, counting the days down. But I can't do that till Sunday. Saturday, he's doing his own big live stream. This is where you guys get to praise him for all the wonderful things he's accomplished, laugh at him for all the stupidity, but it's going to be a marathon. He's going to be on for a while. I'm going to sneak in and take over some of it, turn it back over to him. Gen X Mom is going to slip in there and take over for a little bit. We are not telling you when we're doing it. I don't want you guys all showing up just when Gen X Mom is here and having 3 people in the room when I'm here. No, I know how that works. I'm not stupid. I might have been born yesterday, but I stayed up all night. So, we're not telling you, but that's Saturday. I'm not sure when he's going to start on Saturday, what time he's going to get going, but that's the gig. There we're going to have some stuff. He's going to do some giveaways. There's going to be some trivia. He's got some Gen X Talks trivia and some prizes. I'll help him. I'll man the emails if that's what it takes, but he's excited about it. So you guys should really tune in. It's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff. I'm holding some stuff back so that when I show up, I can turn it up to level 9 too. All right. So, Rowdy Bobby 18, $2. Who's your Super Bowl pick this year, General? You know, I got a thing about the Bills. I'm not a Bills fan, but I've been a Bills fan recently. I think that there's some magic there that they're gonna take the soup. They're gonna be there and they're gonna win. I got a feeling. The Ace Jumpman checking in from Chesapeake. I got that one. Tommy Hanlon, hello from Dublin, Ireland. Right on, Tommy. I dig it when we hear from people really far away. For some reason, that just makes the whole thing even more special. People that listen from far away are the icing on the cake in the bottom of the glass nation, as far as I'm concerned. It's like drinking out of a chilled glass. That's my thing. Cabo, I have a first-class ticket for this ride. Yes, you do. You bottom of the glass nation, baby. You are in the front seat. Cabo, you get the good silverware, the good drinks, the good hooch, and you're at the front of the bus. You are. When we go off the rails, you get to see the canyon that we're falling into. Everybody else just has to wonder. You're going to get to see it. Tomash Kin says $6, Gen X Mom and the General. If I fucking adore you both. Tomash, I love you, my man. Tomash is a brother from another mother. We went to different high schools together back in the day. You can look at 2 different sets of pictures and see us clearly not right next to each other. He also holds the border down for us on the Eastern Front in Israel. He grabs a rifle and stands a post so the rest of us can enjoy the freedom that we're all normally accustomed to. You can thank Tomash anytime you're ready. All right, Gilbert gifted 5 Gen X Talks memberships. Well, this ought to be a challenge. Who got the memberships, Gilbert? Amanda Libby, Dean Raggett, Tim Mitchell, Fun in Vegas, and Organic Home Buds. Well, I know which one Gilbert's going to be more partial to. No, not the marijuana. No, not the Vegas. Tim Mitchell. Yeah. It's his idol. There's a secret superhero in the Marvel Cinematic Universe called Tim Mitchell. You didn't know that? Yeah, it's Gilbert's main guy. Very happy about that. Gilbert's going to be very ecstatic. 420 approved member for 8 months. Bottom of the glass nation. Smoking, choking, stroking, and drinking too. I can see it right there. Thanks, 420. Tomash, another one in there. General, I love that you're surfing a wave on air. So energizing for the weekend. You are unique and special and larger than life. Did you guys hear that? Now, I'm not sure if Tomash used all those words himself or if Google Translate helped him get to that point. But whether it was Tomash himself or whether Google stepped in, pulled off their hat, and paid me a little homage on that, I'm in. You got to steal those compliments wherever you can, don't you? Half-Ass Ranch, welcome. He's an extra. Half-Ass Ranch is in the party now. Renkins, God, that's so fucking small. I mean, literally so fucking small. I don't know how to make those larger. I got to do it like that. Let me see if I can go there. There it is. Now I can fucking see. Renkins, okay. I wasn't sure about the name. Wow, she's really pretty too. Oh, Renix. Sorry, Renix. welcome. She's an extra. Gonna have to start paying attention to her. I might have to fall in love tomorrow. You don't know. Carrie Martinez, you guys have legit helped me get through some shitty time. Thank you so much, Carrie. I believe you, Carrie Martinez. That we collectively, all of us here, have helped get you through some shitty times. But I promise you, Carrie, that what you've done for us, what you've done for me, what you do on this side for me, participating in what you're thinking and going through over there, you guys have bailed me out of more shit in my head and more anxiety, got me more focused. You guys have done. Imagine me sometimes sitting in front of this microphone, in front of the camera, with my eyes closed, gritting my teeth, shaking my head, going, no, I can't do this. I'm not going on tonight. I can't go there. And then the light comes on, the camera comes on, the mic comes on, the intro's over, and all of a sudden I'm with you guys. All of a sudden I know somebody's on the other side listening to what I'm saying, because you comment. You guys comment back. We talk back and forth to a degree. I promise you, you have done more for me than I would ever be able to do for you guys. I thank you for that. I really do. I got a little bit in the bottom of my glass. We'll give this one to Carrie right here. Carrie Martinez, this drink's for you. Yeah, I know. Got my training wheels on. That's what Gen X mom calls them when I have to use a chaser. She always reminds me that when you were younger, you didn't have to use a chaser. Well, all right. Lord Crispy gifted out 20 Gen X Talks memberships last week. Lord Crispy. So let's acknowledge Lord Crispy right now, all right? Who got him? Who got the 20? Lord Crispy gave out 20 memberships. Let's read them off here. Let me find my screen here. Jump over there. And all right, let me get back where I was here. All right, Wicked Mama, Augie Roosh, John Baker, and she turned him up on me again. There we go. Augie Roosh, John Baker, Calvin Coolidge, I Hate Fucks, Josh Maddox, Josh D, Kelly D said thanks for letting me in, Jeff Byrne, Jessica McCormick, Adam Hayden, Thomas, Candy Dewey, and Z Seeds. Did I get that right? Lord Crispy dropped in $20 as White Russians and a robe. Vegas, here I come. And Lord Crispy shows up. You know what? If he shows up with White Russians and a robe, I have 4 of them that I have. I'm the only guy I know that's got them. You guys know Big Lebowski, when he's standing in the doorway and he's talking to his landlord, that ribbed glass that he holds that's seen so clearly, I've got 4 of them. I don't even know anybody's got them, and I've got 4. Lord Crispy, I got to get him one. Hey, what's up?
Hey, so
here's Don Johnson.
yeah, so guys,
why are you playing music?
Going to the football game. So
You got theme. He's got theme music.
there's I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight. I think I'm getting picked up in a white truck. So see you guys later.
Way to go, jackass! Drop your phone.
Yeah, bye guys.
You know, you're not getting picked up in a white truck. It's a white panelless van, and the old man's going to offer you candy to get in. You're close.
Yeah, as long as you got free Wi-Fi in that van, I'm sold.
So is that it? When we were Gen X were kids, it was a white windowless Ford van with free candy. Now the kids today just want free Wi-Fi. As long as the van's got Wi-Fi, they're in.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sakes, you guys. I swear to Christ almighty. Josh Maddox, $4.99. Great to spend time celebrating with my Bottom of the Glass Nation family. Thanks for the love, General, and thank you, Nation. So grateful. Best bar ever. Josh Maddox, I don't even know what test that's called when you become a licensed pharmacist. I just know that it's fucking wicked hard. And you had to be wicked smart to pass it. Josh, man, I got to drink one to you right now. I know I said it earlier. I know we talked about it. Yes. The whole nation acknowledged you. But let's be fair. This one's personal. Everyone to a member of the group who's been here almost since the beginning. Someone who is diligent and wise and comments only when commented to. Doesn't ever fuck up. Never does anything out of the ordinary to cause any problems around here. Great support of the program. Talks to everybody. Knows everybody by their first name. Just like the bar. Cheers. To Josh Maddox for passing his test. My man, I hope this is a turning point of greatness for you. Well done, young man. Well done. If that isn't another excuse for me to drink, what is? All right. Cabo, $20 for Gen Z kid's birthday. We'll send that in the birthday fund. Yes, I forgot to tell you, they're on the website, genxtalks.com. There's a link. There's a link to a birthday thing. He's got some stupid wishes for some dumb stuff, glow-in-the-dark basketball, Taco Bell T-shirt, the kid stuff in there. But if you want to go be part of it, there's also a website. On the website at the bottom, people have been sending him a few gifts through the mail. It's a P.O. box or a personal mailbox, and he's been getting a few things in there, saving them back, so we'll see how those turn out. But thank you, guys. Jay Mayhew, for just some dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. You're so insightful. I look forward to your program just for some peace of mind. Jay, I don't think you could have said anything nicer than you did right there. My man, thank you. For the first time in forever, do you guys watch Gen X Talks slices? Do you guys even know what those are? Some of you do. Some of you just watch those fucking stupid ambush videos, and some of you watch the slices. Excuse me, you go and you watch some of those things in there. Well, he did a slice out of a live stream, and it's one of the first times I'm not getting killed in the comment section. I just throw shit out there as I see it, just common sense street level stuff. But for the first time, there's like 99% positive reinforcement from you folks and maybe 1% backlash. Normally, the backlash of people coming at me, telling me how I have to fix my way I'm thinking, correct my way of thinking, change my position on things is overwhelming. Trippy Pineapple, so I'm driving Gen Z kid around. You lost me on that, Trippy. So I'm driving Gen Z kid around. Oh, yeah. Well, I wasn't really, I see the correlation there. Trippy Pineapple, who's on staff here, says, so he's driving Gen Z. Yeah, because if you guys have seen Trippy Pineapple, a lot of his recent pictures of stuff that I've seen him in the past, he's a smooth motherfucker. He really is. Class act. Chicks should be falling all over this dude. However, the way he physically has looked in real life in the past, say, 4 months, the dude looks like he drives around an 85 Ford panel wagon van with a bag of candy, a mattress, and 2 pillowcases with some cotton balls covered in chloroform. It's just my opinion, Trippy. No, it's just my opinion. What do I know? What do I fucking know? I'm a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert, and I love you, Trippy. I love you. You know I do. But Jesus goddamn Christ. You got to watch that shit. Uh-oh. Here comes Gen X Mom. Now, I would say she ran across the room like this, but I got to be fair. She was doing a little bit more of the pageant wave, Like
Hi, everyone. We got $20 from Mrs. Four. She had a very nice message that said, I want to thank Dad and Mom for checking in on me and our crudgeon of extras for all the well wishes while I was out. Your kindness really made a difference. Money for dining room table.
Whoa. Can you read that again, please? That was for Miss Thank You. Okay, I guess I'm reading it again. This is from Mrs. Four. See, this is on her phone. This is not my phone. I don't have a case that looks like this. No. Don't even start. From Mrs. Four. I want to thank Dad and Mom for checking in on me and our currigan of extras. That's you guys. Okay, so she had a word for you guys. Okay, not me. For all the well wishes while I was out, your kindness really made the difference. Money for the dining room table. Now, I gotta tell you, I have a problem with that, Mrs. Four. Excuse me, Mrs. Four. I'd like to take issue with your comments, your performance tonight, Mrs. Four. If I may have the floor, please. 1 minute. Excuse me. I checked in on you. This guy. And I didn't bother you every day. I was patient. I wanted to call you. I knew that you were hurting. I knew there was an issue there. I waited. Okay? I waited. I checked on you. So I'm not sure how to ask this without sounding like an asshole, but the $20 that you just gave for her dining room table. What the fuck, Mrs. Four? Her dining room table? She didn't even call you. She didn't text. It was me. I did. This guy right here. Look. See, that's concern. Do you see the concern? Am I not conveying the concern, Mrs. Ford? Look. That is concern. That is understanding. That is compassion. And she gets the $20. Whatever weird club you guys are in, if that psycho train has a stop anywhere nearby that I can get on board so we can see what's going on, let me know. Appreciate that. Mrs. Four? Yeah. I know. I'm not really upset with you. Mrs. Four, I'm not upset. I know it's the medication you're on. I know that if you were thinking clearly right now, that donation would have been written entirely different. I know. I got it. I do. I know. I understand. I'm just letting you know that I personally love you. I personally miss you. I personally was worried about you. Now, Gen X mom, can Johnny come lately to, oh, what's going on? But no. When you come off the medication, I think you're going to owe me a 3-part apology. That's how I see it anyway. Insurmountable Cali Cat General, we found the Mexican-made Coke. Oh, yeah. It is off the chain, especially with rum. Dangerous times ahead tonight. And the stuff they have in Vegas at the Red Rock. There's a restaurant there, 2 restaurants. There's Mexican Coke and there's real Mexican Coke. These guys, they like send a truck down and bring it right back there. I'm telling you, we go to Vegas, it's going to be fucking badass. It really, really is. I mean, insurmountable. I'm glad you taste it so much better than regular Coke. Is it not? Can you not taste how badass that is? Now, that's the only stuff I can get around here too. That's the same stuff as you, and it's great. But wait till we go there and it goes up one more notch. You're like, holy shit! I know. I'm with you on that. Bubba Shinobi, $4.99. Trippy Pineapple, leave some of the ladies out for the rest of us. I'm telling you, if that dude, Trippy, if he got away from the pedophile look and went towards this, he's got 300 other pictures of all these years of his life. You're thinking, holy fucking Christ, man. Not one woman would see any of us in Vegas. They would all gravitate towards him, look at Trippy and go, is this your entourage? Are all of these your people? Why do you have the big fat guy in the baseball cap? What's he do? That's what it would be like. I'm not kidding. The only other thing I got to say is I saw a picture of Lotork when he was in high school. He looks like Marlon Brando. A young Marlon Brando. I'm telling you, I looked at that and went, holy Christ. Movie star. I'll post that sometime. I got that picture. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing how good Trippy and Lotork have looked in these pictures versus what you guys have to deal with. If you could put the mic in front of them, my days would be over. I mean, over. That's just you guys would be entranced. I could turn this all the way up to 10 and hold it there. And they'd have to be right around 3 or 4, and we'd call it a tie. True story. Tomash, of course, you know almost all the slices, and so do the neighbors and half the neighborhood. I could see Tomash over in Israel playing all of the videos and slices, going, come here, listen now. It said, fuck you. Listen, I said, listen, motherfucker, do you want me to get my knife? Then fucking watch. Yeah, that's what I thought. Watch the things. Nothing better than making people watch what we're doing by force, Tomash. And yeah, it's forced indoctrination. I like it. Cabo, $5 for Mrs. Ford, raising a glass there. You know what? That is something that I have been remiss in my duties, have I not? I have been remiss in my duties tonight. The triumphant return of Mrs. Ford Watton. Now I have not been on the comment section. I'm gonna scroll down right now. Everybody raise a glass to Mrs. Ford. Lionheart's got one up right now. Come on, Lionheart was the first one in. For Mrs. Ford, raise a glass for Mrs. Ford Watton in her triumphant return. She's still in pain. Yeah. That sexual accident that she incurred with me in that hotel room in the middle of Missouri is costing her. But she made it back. For Mrs. Ford, we love you. We're glad you took time to be here. Rest, recover, come back when you can. Mrs. Ford, this is from the entire bottom of the Glass Nation, and myself included. First time I'll take my hat off to drink to anyone in the nation is you. We love you. Mrs. Four, no training wheels. Now that's love. No training wheels. All right. No, you guys need to take that for it right now. You guys don't drink to Mrs. Four. There's no reason to drink ever. Ever. You know it. You know what I'm saying. Look at all you guys doing that. Good job. Thank you guys for doing that for her. She deserves it more than any of us. Absolutely more than any of us. She has been the glue that holds the comment section together for over a year now. So good stuff. All right. Where was I? Cabo says Mrs. Ford got his. I hate fucks, $2. How cute. Wow. Okay, I'm not sure. Fuck it. If I find I hate fucks in here one more time, he's going in a fucking timeout. He wrote, I hate fucks, turned my screen blue, wrote, how cute. Pop Pop has his phone case bedazzled. I told you it was her case, not mine. I would never decorate my phone like that, and God the hell with you for saying so. That's it. You're going in the woodshed. If I fucking find you, I hate fucks. You're in the fucking woodshed. Loud one, 4 a.m., going to be here way too fast, Nashville, by 2 p.m. to load for Vegas. Good night, bottom of the glass nation. Loud one, my man. Loud one, I'm not going to go into details because he didn't give me permission to share. But I want you guys to know something. Now picture this. Imagine your whole life sitting on a card table and you push in all your chips. No, not with his marriage. That's a safe bet. That's a safe bet. He's got that worked out. I'm not sure how he tricked her into marrying him. I question her judgment now. We do. No. Loud one pushed in all his chips in life yesterday, betting on himself. How many of you guys got cojones enough to do that? I used to. I used to be that guy. I'm not so sure I could do that. Loud one, I love you. You get some sleep. Really? You guys? Eric Leroy, in one of your trips to Vegas or Reno, can you minister another wedding? Asking for a friend. No, Eric, I got your email. Been lax on my emails. Eric, I'm going to answer you tomorrow. We're going to talk about this. I guarantee one way or the other, I don't care what I have to do, Eric, I will take care of you guys. I promise. I absolutely promise, Eric. Write it down right now. It's good as gold. We'll figure it out. Loud one said that. Loud one said share it. I'm going to. I shared a little bit of it, Loud. We'll get to that tomorrow night, maybe, Loud one. I don't want to just throw it all out there right now. Let's see how this develops. But I gave him the premise, baby. I gave him the premise. You're betting on yourself. You pushed in all your chips. I'm not wrong on that. I'm not wrong. I know you wouldn't describe it that way. You're a little more humble about that shit. No. Why? Or do they say mic check? You guys can still hear me. All right. Loud one, we'll get to more details in a bit. Maybe not this one, the next one. I fucked up and paused because Sammy Joe said pop pop. She does that shit on purpose, 2 months in there, Alan, member for 2 months, bottom of Glass Nation, your mic sounds off. No, what happened was Gen X mom left her mic on. So you guys were hearing double. That's what it was. She is not the trained broadcast professional that I am. Things that come instinctively to me, she has to open up a book, turn to page 5, follow the flow. Come on. Let's not get onto her right now. Let's not make this about her. Let's make this about me, and everything will go smoothly. What did Crocodile Dundee said? The reporter says, she says, I have some questions. Do you mind talking about yourself? And he goes, no, it's my favorite subject. I know nobody knows the line in that movie. Nobody knows where they were, but that was a good line. In fact, if you can tell me where they were standing during that line, I'm going to send you a little something somebody can pull. That's a tough fucking pull. But you got to tell me. David Black, mic check. You moved the mic. Now we got... Now, I normally wouldn't check shit, but David Black says something. Now you got to put on the brakes and run through the checklist yourself. No, Gen X Mom can run in here topless, and I'm still doing my job. You guys can run your mouth and do stuff. I'm still doing my job. David Black is like E.F. Hutton. When he talks, people listen. David, just tell me if it's still good, my man. Tell me if we're okay. Tori Randolph, General, would the Gen X talks Mrs. Four sauce be good barbecue on baby back ribs. You know, Tori, who you need to ask on that is Lionheart. Lionheart is the authority on a couple of these sauces. One of them is Mrs. Four's peach sauce. We had another guy. I don't remember his name in here. I know his name in real life. I don't want to fuck it up. His first name's James. That's pretty generic. He actually got some of that sauce and wrote an email back and said, holy shit, Mrs. Four Watton's peach sauce. Oh, my God. He was very ecstatic about it. Lionheart gave it a raving review. Ask Lionheart what it goes on. He would know better than I would. That motherfucker, if I sent him 20 bottles of 20 different things, he'd remember every bottle, everything, where it went, what it was good for. Now, I know Lionheart just says, oh, pour everything on everything. Yeah, when he's drunk and fucking around, he does. But when he's telling you something seriously, he's not wrong. Lionheart, when he focuses on just being a 12-year-old, that motherfucker can tell you some seriously cool shit. He would tell you exactly what Mrs. Four Watton stuff would go on. I mean, absolutely, and just take it at face value. Ask Lionheart. Let's see if he responds in here. That's the way to go. Disney Mama Sammy Jill, fancy glass tonight. Love you. Well, we did that in honor of our fancy $2 whore, Lotork, who keeps dropping in that jar, and he keeps having the time of his life up against Mrs. Four Watton's lovely ass-shaped peaches. But the point is that it's a fancy glass for fancy people. David Black, golden, my man. There we go. That's what I wanted to hear, that everything's working out. Loud one, $5. Turn my whole screen green there. Saturday night, brother. Circling the wagons. 2 calls tomorrow to finish the numbers. Then roll the dice. Loud one, I'm praying for you, man. I'm pulling for you. And I'm waiting for your answer with great anticipation. Now, even if you text me first how all the pushing in the chips is going, I won't tell anybody. You can tell your future bride that you called her first. That's okay. But it's me, my man. It's me. Come on now. Oh, you don't have to call me first. You can call your wife to be first. You don't have to call me first. You do what you think is right. You make sure you call your bride to be and give her the information. You guys are going to be family. You call her first. You don't have to call me if you don't want to. All right, we're moving on. Did Lion ever reply? Did Lionheart tell Tori what was going on there? Tori's going to take it. She got a pen and paper out with that. I hope Lionheart responded in kind. I hope he did a good job in there. Yeah. Lionheart says, my whole family loves it on chicken and pork. I got that one too, Gen X Mom. Good. He's not wrong on that. If he's telling you that's what it is, he's being serious. All right? So, yeah, there was more stuff. We've been in here an hour and a half. I can't go 3 hours tonight. I shouldn't go 3 hours tonight. But I did want you guys to know what's going on with the stuff. I need you guys to get caught up. Listen, I got some more stuff, but let's call it a night tonight, all right? We got to save something for Saturday night, all right? It's going to be big Saturday night. We're going to have a big Bottom of the Glass show. I got a show to do tomorrow. Happy hour on Facebook. Tomorrow at 6. We do an hour on Facebook. If you guys want to stop by there, we're just getting the rhythm. We're just getting stuff back on there. There's new things happening over on Facebook on Fridays at 6. You should hang out for a little bit. But nothing is deeper and more connected to my heart than you guys. YouTube is our home. Bottom of the Glass Nation, Legion of X, a bunch of extras, an island of misfit toys is what we are. Nothing hits home more than you guys, ever. We fit. We belong together. The Legion grows, and it seems like we don't really get people that are fuck-ups either. We get people that fit. People that join are like, people that join go, that's where I belong. Even people that don't subscribe, the people that aren't members, they show up here, that's where I belong. Easy money, Bottom of Glass Nation forever. It's true. People, the common sense factor. And I didn't even get to go in to the shit that's going on in the world and across the United States today and apply some of the Gen X common sense going, what the fuck, man? Because it was coming. Oh, I've got the pictures in here. I got the stories in my book of lies ready to go. We'll do them Saturday. All right? I won't drink tomorrow during the Facebook show. I won't drink. I'll save it up. We'll meet back here Saturday at 6, okay? All right. Let's clear the board here. Cabo Santiago says home run. My man, Cabo. Jaded Chaos, $10. I'm out. Got to get the load. And got to get a load in the morning. Truckers are the backbone of this fucking country. I know. So are teachers. So are police officers. I got it. I'm picking something that hits home right now for our bottom of the glass nation people. And I'm telling you, truckers are the backbone. Loud one. Jaded. Michael Dawson. It's fucking important. It really is. So listen, I got to go. I got to run. I got to get out of here. I got stuff I got to do. I got to go take care of my wife and service the needs. I have marital obligations. I can't get out of them. I've tried. I turned in all the paperwork, and she still said, nope, get your fat ass upstairs. Well, what am I going to do? I have to oblige. So wherever you're listening from across the planet, AM, FM, Sirius XM, or anywhere on the Armed Service Radio Network, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for wasting time. If you're going to waste an hour and a half of your night, why not waste it with Gen X Talks? Hey, you can have some drinks, we can tell some stories, we can lie, and we can laugh about it. What better night is there? And when we're all done, you turn everything off, you're right where you want to be. You don't even got to get an Uber home. You're there, man. All right, everybody.